do things for you. There's no one out there that's going to come in your life and fix you. Oh, damn, I look good. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and if you're new here, hey, my name is Reish and welcome to the channel. Join the Hookers family and subscribe down below.
You won't regret it, I promise.
As you can see from the title, today we are talking about my mental and emotional transformation. Glowing up in 2020, 2021, and during quarantine has become a genre out here on YouTube and even on the internet. There's so many articles, videos to help you glow up. But what exactly is glowing up, and how do you glow up? So that's the point of this video. So let's dive right into it and keep on watching. We had our first lockdown here in Ontario around that time, and that summer was rough. I was doing 5 courses. I started a new government job, and I had just gotten out of a really painful, rough breakup. And the cherry on top, I was kicked out of my apartment. I rented all about it in my first YouTube video.
I'll link it up here.
And you can see how miserable I was in that video. My mental health was at such a bad place. I was having constant breakdowns, didn't feel like eating, couldn't sleep. And I was forcing myself to work out despite not having the proper nutrition for it. Don't ever do that, okay? Sorry.
Don't ever do that, okay?
Deborah Rosamond said, if you don't manage your emotions will manage you. Even though I had just moved to a new place in May, I had to move again in June.
Guys, there was cockroaches in my kitchen and there was always some sink problems.
This new place gave me hope. It gave me hope that I could get better. It was around mid-May. I started implementing small changes that led to bigger change and changed my whole perspective at that time. The first tool that I used was affirmations. Affirmations are positive statements that can help you overcome self-sabotaging and negative thoughts. To use affirmations, first analyze the thoughts or behaviors that you'd like to change in your own life and career. What I would do most of the time is I would go in front of my mirror and say, I am strong, I am beautiful, I am enough, I am fill in the blank. Sometimes I would film a video of me talking to myself. You got this. Say it with me. You are strong, smart, beautiful. What really got me into affirmations was opening YouTube and typing motivational talks or TED Talks or motivational speakers. This would get me to stop thinking about my sadness and my hurt and my emotions and concentrate on something that would amp me up and make me feel positive. The person that I used to listen to a lot in summer 2020 was Lisa Nichols.
Other people's perception of you ain't none of your business. Everything you've ever been through, sat through, rose through, cried through, prayed through, everything is a setup for your next best season.
Number 2 is to journal. You could journal right before bed, right when you wake up in the morning, or any time needed. At that time, I would journal all my emotions, all my thoughts. Whenever I would think that I was overthinking, I would sit down, open my journal, and start writing. Write whatever you're feeling. Don't be scared. No one's gonna see this. It's just you and yourself. Number 3 is something that you would hear everywhere. It's practicing mindfulness. You don't have to meditate for long. You just need 5 minutes of your day. Get a yoga mat or even sit on the floor. Butterfly pose, close your eyes, breathe in and breathe out. It's a game changer. And now to one of my most important points that definitely helped in my mental and emotional transformation as well as my physical transformation, which by the way is gonna come out soon after this video, so stay tuned for that. So number 4 is having a healthy relationship with food. I have had a bad relationship with food for most of my life. Before I start talking about that, if you get triggered by eating behaviors, eating habits, and talking about food, I am so sorry. I will try not to be as detailed. I have been a heavy teenager. So around 13, 14, I started gaining a lot of weight. I got to my heaviest around 17 or 18. That's when I developed an eating disorder. I developed bulimia, which is episodes of overeating followed by purging by self-induced vomiting, misuse of laxatives, and other methods. If you are experiencing or you know someone experiencing eating disorders, please talk to a healthcare professional. This bulimia of mine led to an extreme weight loss. I lost around 40 pounds. Even though I was skinnier, I had body dysmorphia. I was just not functioning properly. And that's when I decided I wanted to make a change for myself. And that's when I joined the gym in 2018. When I started the gym, I wasn't sure about how to properly nourish my body, and I would eat according to influencers, gym professionals, and it was working for me, but I never got away the fear of food, just consuming food without thinking twice. That's something that is extremely detrimental for younger people. Why are we scared to consume food? It's what brings us energy. It's what makes our body function. How I got comfortable with food was going all in. I discussed all about my all-in journey in my previous videos, which I will link down below and right here. And I started this when I saw Stephanie Buttermore. Going all in for me was such a huge step. I knew I was going to gain weight. I knew I was not going to accept that fact.
It was scary.
Fluctuating between being overweight, being underweight, and just fluctuating all the time.
The weight that I gained during my all-in journey was definitely scary. I'm not telling you to go all in. I'm just telling you to build a healthy relationship with food, because that's when you will find yourself at your best. Plus, nowadays with so many different diets around, the paleo diet, the keto diet, the intermittent fasting, the low carb diet, and those magical teas and drinks that magically make you lose weight, those extreme diets that are provided by influencers and gym professionals, you will have to look for what works for you. Make sure you understand your body and you know what you're doing, and that's when you will feel your best. Number 5 is working out. Working out doesn't mean that you have to go lift weights or do CrossFit or do anything crazy. Walking is such a great start. Do a 10-minute skip the rope. Find something that you can perform and you can do. Sorry. There's people watching me from downstairs. Find something that makes your body move. There's tons of workouts now to be done at home without equipment. All you require is a tiny space. Number 6 is working for your dreams. When you have something to look forward to every day, it gives you a reason to keep going. Plan your days, set goals, celebrate the small wins, and don't stop until you get it. You'll start thinking positively and focus on things that make you genuinely happy. If you want that A+ in school, go get it. If you want to start a business, go start a business. If you want a YouTube channel, freaking start a YouTube channel. Numéro 7, take care of yourself. Remember that good things take time, and it's normal to be in bad places. With everything that's happening right now, and we all know how 2020 has been, it is okay to not feel okay. Take things slow. Do little things that make you happy. If you want those new kicks, go get those new kicks. If you want a spa day, make yourself a spa day at home. You want to get your nails done, do that. Do things for you. And there is no one out there that's going to do things for you. There's no one out there that's going to come in your life and fix you. These are things you have to do for yourself. In fall 2020, I believe that was our second lockdown in Ontario. If you are in college, university, or school, you know that online school isn't the best.
September to December was another semester for me where I had to do a government job again, work out, do my 5 courses, and still maintain a level of sanity in my life.
I had to move to another place yet again. I think that was my third move. After September, we did get out of lockdown for a little bit, and I was back at the gym. I was thriving. I was very comfortable in my skin. And in October, things fell apart again. We were back in a freaking lockdown. It felt very suffocated. My house was so tiny, I couldn't even jump. Like, the ceiling was right above my head. By November, it was -30 outside. There was snow all over the place. There's no way I could do outside workouts, too cold. And I was looking for an escape. I wanted to run away. And that's when, in the middle of a pandemic and a lockdown, I flew back home. I come from a tiny island called Mauritius, situated southeast of Africa. Going back home was probably one of the best decisions I took for 2020. Seeing my parents, I felt connected to my roots again, and it just felt good. However, that feeling of unease, anxiety, and depression was still present, and I knew that I had to come back to my city. So that's what I did. I flew back here on the 31st of December. Now we in winter 2021, starting the New Year's, and again, I move. This is my fourth move in the whole of 2020-2021. Towards the end of January, I just couldn't handle the fact that I was so restricted in my own space, and that's when I moved into this beautiful apartment. You saw me move. If you haven't, my classes were starting again, and I decided that I solely wanted to concentrate in university and nothing else. I also started working out and solely focusing on my physical and mental health. During these 4 months, I improved on my journaling habits. I started meditating way better, and now I use this app called Headspace. If you're a student and you want to get Headspace, I also work out 3 to 4 times a week. I have never been happier and more confident. I would have never guessed a year ago that I would be in this position today where I feel fully confident and powerful, and I feel like I could achieve anything I put my mind to. To conclude, I want to say that all along the way, I utilized all the tools that I mentioned earlier in the video. There were days that I have cried and I have felt sad, but I know that's okay. I understand now that it is a journey, and it's called a journey for a reason. You keep taking steps forward. There will be mistakes happening, there will be stones along the way, and you just have to keep going. I went from crying myself to sleep, not able to feed myself, to crying when I need to, and having a beautiful relationship with food, taking care of myself, and most importantly, being there for me. I hope you liked this video. Join the Hookers fam. Follow me on my Instagram. Let's be friends. And I'll see you in my next one.